Hello, this is Tubular Fantasy, and this will hopefully be a long series of videos where we discuss, well, it's not really discussion, it's more of a parley. Well, it's not really a parley either, because I'm talking to you, and you're not talking to me. You don't know me, and let's keep it that way. So, this will be me commanding you and telling you what to do. Just kidding, subscribe to my channel, I love you. I wanted to talk about my passion, acting. And the reason I wanted to do this, and mainly the reason I created my channel, is because there's a lot of videos on YouTube about how to be an actor, not how to act, which really disheartened me because I hope it's not a dying craft because it's my favorite. And I know a lot of people want help on how to become professional or whatever. That's not why I'm doing this. I'm doing this because I love it. I'm not going to be able to teach you how to be a manager, how to get an agent, how to get on commercials, TV shows, or movies. Although I really want to, that's not why I'm here. I wanted to teach you some basic ideas and principles on how to be a good actor, how to boost your skill and confidence as an actor, and hopefully as not an actor, as whatever you want to be in your life, whether you're a painter, astronaut, or astronaut painter. Now, I wanted to start off by quoting a book called The Film Idea by Stanley J. Solomon. Now, this story from the book, The Film Idea, one of my favorite books about film, happens to be about the movie The Circus, which was written and directed by Charlie Chaplin. And it's not so much an advice on how to act, but just how to live and to how to handle your passion in times of adversity like this. I mean, not even just like this, in any time when you think there's no coming back for me. This is the underdog comeback story of the century, if you will. But let me just say this. Charlie, he had loved a girl and just witnessed her marriage to another, and once again alone, his brief moment of glory as a circus performer passed forever. He prepares to walk along the back roads of a respectable society, confronting the hazards of his ever-precarious destiny. Then suddenly, Charlie's steps turn into a little skip and a kick of his heels, and with that gesture and his jaunty cause, he figuratively shrugs off his misfortune, dispelling the mood of sadness by determining to affirm the possibilities of his existence. Now, when I read this really struck a chord with me. It's right after the prologue, and it hasn't really gotten into the film aspect of acting yet, but it's just talking about not only Charlie's character in The Circus, the movie it's talking about, but how he sees life and how I think all actors and people, for that matter, should see their life. Now, I'm lucky enough to love what I do and do what I love. And even if I can't do that right at this moment, I could still practice, hone my skill and everything. And it just really struck a chord with me because it's like doing something in a time of adversity when you think all is lost. Shrug it off. Like, do what you love. Who cares? Like, you are the one who decides your destiny. I don't think there's a predetermined course. There might be, but I don't think there is. I think you choose what you do, and your actions will lead you to where you want to be. And, I mean, sometimes it may suck, yes, but think of all the things that you have done to get yourself to this moment. I mean, are you happy with what you've done? And if not, why? Like, everything, even if you regret it, has brought you to where you are right now. All of your experiences has led you to right now. I mean, if I hadn't have done something small 10 years ago, I wouldn't be sitting here right now talking to a freaking camera. Now, I mean, and that's what I'm going to be talking about in a lot of these videos, is not just acting and stuff, but my passion and your passion and putting it into doing something. I only have 29 subscribers right now. I hit refresh every hour, but I don't care. I don't care if I had just one subscriber or nobody watching my videos. I love doing this. I remember some of my first plays, or even plays in college that I've done, where there's an audience of 10, 15, 20 people. I don't care. I love when I know I do a good job, and I go out there and I see my mom hug me. It's not just about getting admiration, but it's about knowing that you have not only impacted yourself, but the lives of everybody around you. That's what's so special. And with these videos, I'm going to be talking about how to raise your skill, no matter what it is. But I'm also going to talk about more contemporary drama subjects like genres, different types of plays, monologues, the physicality of movement, the comedy physicality. I have a couple of notes written down because I have a really bad memory. I'm also going to be talking about different styles of acting, objectives, specific plays or movies. I'm not going to put anything here because I don't know how to edit that yet, and I don't want to get copyrighted. I might not be copyrighted for that. I don't know what I'm talking about. But my first lesson kind of derives from that story, and that is confidence is key. Have confidence of what you're doing. Fail at 1,000 miles per hour. If you fall, get back up again. I know that's so cliche, but if you fail, okay, get up and go fail again and go fail again. Fail again and again and again until you do something right and you feel proud of yourself. I don't care. Be full of pride. That's what this world's about. Life is short and death is longer. And if you don't have any sorts of pride in who you are and what you do, what's the point? I also wanted to talk about confidence itself is the key to acting. To me, there's two pillars of acting. There's your skill level, and then the confidence you have to carry out that skill level. And you can't have one without the other. If I was a really good actor, but I had no confidence to deliver that acting, I would be nothing. And if I had just a lot of confidence and no acting, then I would be John Cena. So you get what I mean. But confidence is just as important as the skill of acting itself. You need to have the confidence to lose yourself, to become no one, to shred that temporary pride that you have in yourself. Become someone anew. Recreate their emotions and experiences and actions, and use that as a deep conscious study. And through that deep conscious study, you're going to be able to delve so much deeper into a character or subject's subconscious, which is ultimately the goal to acting, isn't it? It's to become a vessel of something or someone else's subconscious other than your own. And I might be a prideful person, but when I shred that pride away, become someone else, and take up their emotions and environment, I hold their pride, no matter how high or low it is. And it's just this ecstasy that I feel in acting. You know, it's not just about entertaining, but it's about being a chameleon. I get to be someone else for a little while, and I think that's a pretty amazing thing. You could be someone else. You could be a catalyst to some audience members, and you could also be a hero or a villain or even an inspiration to other people. Now, speaking of audience, confidence is so important to the audience because, the whole deal with acting is you need to, as bad as it sounds, you need to deceive and manipulate your audience into thinking, wow, that person really feels those struggles. That person really knows that other character that they're playing. And Brooks's 3 elements to drama are, of course, person, place, witness. And you could be the person. You could have a place. But if you can't win over that witness, if you can't deliver that confidence into them thinking, wow, that was amazing, then what's the point? You're not doing acting. Now, I know I just said something about inspiration or whatever, but I'm not really here to inspire you. As Stanislavski puts it in his Stanislavski system, which I recommend if you do acting, please, please, please read this book or look it up. It's not just about what people say is the dangerous side to acting, which is method acting. This is the Stanislavski system, which is completely different, and the method acting system is a perversion of this. Now, good or bad, side effects included, whatever. This is a great book. It's maybe 60 pages. It's not that long. But he says you shouldn't feel inspired to do work. You should get inspired after you do that work. Inspiration comes from the deep conscious study of a material or a subject, and only afterwards can you feel true inspiration from what you've just done. You can't just wake up in the middle of the night like the Beatles do all the time and sing, "Hey Jude," and then just write it down. It comes from experiences in your life. Paul McCartney didn't just wake up and have a story in his head. He really truly lived that moment out, and he wrote a comforting song and woke up with a tune to "Hey Jude." You might think inspiration comes out of thin air, but it doesn't. Inspiration comes from living your day-to-day life, studying what you love to do, and doing it. I personally, I don't believe in writer's block. I believe in a confidence block or a motivation block, because there are ideas all around us. You just have to study hard enough and become conscious of them enough to where you could perceive them. You could perceive anything around you. There's cardboard boxes and plastic bins in front of me. I mean, it might not be super inspiring to you, but if I wrote a play about it, it could be inspiring to others, and it can inspire me to do more. Just like, why would I study the different styles of acting? Well, why would I study melodrama if it's so bad, in some cases racist, dated, and it's just not a good sense of acting? Well, how would we get to realism if we didn't have melodrama? The melodrama inspired the realism. Now, I mean, the realists hated people who did melodrama because life isn't just a bunch of handlebar mustaches tying ladies to railroad tracks. It's a lot more gray than that. There's a black and white, sure, but there's a lot more gray to life than people let on. And that's why we got realism. And without realism, we wouldn't have absurdism, expressionism, surrealism, Dadaism even. I mean, it's just a whole family tree. It's an evolution, okay? It keeps on going. It's an evolution. It's a family tree. And everything in history has their part to play in where we are right now. My point is, have the confidence to get up and take control of your life. Because the three points to acting that I just talked about, person, place, witness, has to do with all of our lives, and confidence has a big role to play in that. Have the confidence to take control of where you are, the place, and what you're doing there. Have the confidence to take control of your audience, pick your friends and your enemies as well. And person, have the confidence to be the person who you want to be, and have the confidence to achieve what you want to achieve. And another important thing I wanted to add is a excerpt from the same page of the Stanislavski system, which, again, I think you should all read, even if you're not an actor. It's that believing firmly that to build the life of a human spirit is the most important in an actor's art. Stanislavski never tired of repeating that an actor must incarnate the behavior of the character to make it seen and heard. To be clear to the audience in every way, an actor with deficient speech or an untrained voice and body will not be able to convey the subtle nuances of inner life and will bore his audience. Stanislavski insisted on the continual polishing of an actor's physical apparatus as well as emotional. Like I said, that applies to everybody, not just actors. Polish who you are. Have confidence in your voice, your diction, the music of your footsteps, because nobody else will. You're the one controlling the levers and the pulleys and the bonfires up in your noodle. Take control of it. And take control of this situation, however bad it may be. And with that, I would like to end it with one more quote from probably the best teacher I've ever had in my entire life. Love yourself in the art, not the art in yourself. Thank you. This has been MTV's Most Wanted. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, and stay tuned for more videos of me, a nobody, a peasant, and a loser, telling you what to do. The dog goes moo.